What is that noise?
It's a DVD player.
Is it
Or it's
really?
a cat. Well, it might be a cat.
Oh my gosh, you guys! So we just
We
started
may have
this
a
video.
cat stuck in the closet. Stuck in the cabinet.
Yeah, we might have a cat stuck in our cabinet. This is
Hey,
nuts.
turn that around just in case. Or just.
Is it on you? What's that noise?
I don't know.
Is it
Oh,
from the
it's a cat
fireplace?
under the couch.
Oh my gosh, what do we got going on here? Hey, Will, dude, I need some love from my friends because I think I just made a lot of people mad.
We have an infestation of cats.
Oh, well, yeah. So, Ryan just got home. Yay, we're hanging out. And we wanted to do a little video. I made a post on my Facebook timeline, and I actually had to delete it 2 hours later. I didn't have to, but I just did because
it was
blowing up. And I think that people are really taking my intention the wrong way, which can happen when we read words and just read text and we don't get to hear someone's voice or see their body language. Because actually, what is it, like 90?
What did I read the other day?
3% of communication is nonverbal.
Yeah, like 10% of communication is, what was that? I should know.
Yeah, it's nonverbal. Anyways, so
whatever
what that
I read
means
was exactly on point.
So I did a little post, barely talking about the coronavirus because one thing that I think is interesting, and this was my point, if people would read something and go, I know this person somewhat, I see their stuff, they're like a genuine person who helps people and has a heart for people. So I'm not making fun of anybody that's nervous, scared, worried about the coronavirus. I want to...
Gain more knowledge?
I was asking a question of what about this is scaring you? Which if you could hear my voice inflection, you would understand how I phrased the question. Some people probably took it as, what are you scared of? That is totally not how I meant that. I was saying, like, what really about this are you fearful of? And I really want to know, like, are people, because if you think about it and we actually just pause for a second and go, what about this is scary to me? Some people, it might be that we're just not really familiar with it. It's something new. A lot of the things that I don't even want to go into facts because God knows that'll open up a can of worms and all of you guys will fact check me and then start commenting on how you know more than I do, which is fine if you do. Good for you. But my intention was to say, like, really, what is it about this that is scaring people? Because a lot of people are very fearful. So that was my question. And I was literally just looking for like one-word answers. And it kind of blew up with a lot of people telling me all of their knowledge and how they are terrified, worried, scared. I should not be making light of this.
Immunocompromised.
And they're all apparently everyone is immunocompromised.
Is that a word?
That's not a judgment either, but I'm just going like, whoa, that was something that was interesting to me. Like, whatever. I don't even want to say anything about it. And so it's also interesting, you guys, that we can't even have a voice on a platform that is social media without everybody kind of like coming at you. That's also interesting. So maybe we could all do a little self-check. And if we read something and we go, I don't agree with that, scroll on, unfriend them. If you don't like, if people are like posting stuff that really just makes me go, ugh, I don't like that. Or they're talking about politics all the time or certain things, I just unfriend them because I say, that's not something that I want to see in my newsfeed, or I unfollow them, right? And so you have that option. So take personal responsibility for yourself on that one. If you don't like what I have to say, just don't look at it. So anyways, but my question, let's get back to the root of what I was saying. My question was, what are people truly fearful of? And that's a question because I am more like research brain, right? I want to know what people are actually thinking. What are they actually feeling? So are they scared that it's unknown? Are they scared that they're going to get the virus? Are you scared that if you get it, it will kill you? Are you scared that somebody you love is going to get it? Are you scared it's going to spread and it's going to be like the plague? I mean, what are people actually scared of? And so that's what I was really curious about, is I wanted to get down to the root cause of what is causing so much fear. Right now, and you guys, I found myself in this cycle today when I was at the grocery store. Do you want to add anything? I'm just talking a lot. Just go with it.
I'm not afraid of any of it.
So there's that. And you guys, you know what? That's okay too.
Yeah, don't be mad at, don't hate.
Don't hate because somebody's not afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, whoa, go Ryan. So it's also okay if people are afraid, and it's okay if people aren't afraid. And I think we all need to be cautious. We all need to be smart. We all need to, what are they saying? Wash your hands. Apparently that's a new thing that people don't do. So I think though,
I'd like to know what's different about, well,
don't
never.
even get into it. I know what you're going to say. Don't even get into it.
I'll just sit here like
I'm
this.
trying to tread lightly because you guys, the last thing we really want to do is hurt anyone's feelings, make you feel like we're judging you. But I really just want to have the conversation of what are we so scared of? And like I said, I gave you all those things that maybe are possibilities what people are scared of. But once we can identify what the fear really is, we can go, what is that true? Because you guys, most of the time, fear, actually all the time, fear is a liar. And so I know a lot of my friends on here are Christians. And I think that it's easy to get wrapped up in this, fearful thing. But what if we believe in God and we believe that he's in control, why are we giving so much power to this? Like I put it like on my post earlier, I said, I'm just going to go about living my life. You guys, that's not irresponsible for me to just take my kids to school, go get a coffee. I work from home, but apparently me saying that I'm just going to go about my life is offensive to people, which if that's offensive to you, seriously unfriend me. I don't want to be friends with you. But yeah, it was just really interesting. So I just found that
Talk about giving away your power. You were telling me about that earlier today.
Yeah. So when we blame somebody because they offended us or somebody made us feel a certain way, or even being fearful, worried, all these things, what we just did is we gave all our power away and we said, we're not in control of ourselves. Everything else out here is in charge of me and the way that I feel. And so I just wanted you guys truly, like my intention was to just start a conversation to start thinking about our thoughts, honestly, and just building an awareness. Because if we can become aware of our thoughts, become aware of our belief systems, our fears, our worries, then we can go, is this the place that I want to live? In a worried, fearful, powerless place? Or do I want to feel like I am educated in this, that I do know what's going on, that I do know how to go about my day or whatever? Is that what you were talking about?
It's good.
It's good. Thanks, honey. Thanks. I need that. Wow.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks. So you guys, if you were one of the people that commented, liked, saw my post earlier, that was my intention. I deleted it because I was like, this is just going to keep going, because the more people that commented on it, the more that it bumps you up in the news feed. And I thought, I don't want this to become a big conversation, because I could sense that people were taking it the wrong way, or not even the wrong way. They were taking it, I guess, how they wanted to take it. And you know what? I think that
a different way than you wanted it to be taken.
Yes, a different way than what my intention originally was. I was truly asking a question that I was just really curious about, what people are fearful of. Because I guess I figured that if I have all these Facebook friends, why can't I ask a simple question without people getting mad at me? But I guess that wasn't the case with this. And I read over it and read over it and read over it. And I thought, what is so bad about what I said? And I think that everybody's coming from a different place. And so it could have been easily skewed. You can't hear my voice. You can't see my face saying those words. And so it would be easy to be like, she just, blah, 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 whatever. This is a serious situation, And if you feel like it is, that's fine. No judgment. But I just I told Ryan, I go, let's just go live. And I really want to say what I wanted to say without, with my voice and my face. And so, you guys could see that, because, of course, you guys know we love people. Love them, want to awaken them. We want everybody that ever sees our stuff to have like the best life ever. Like that's our hope. But how can we live a great life if we are, the words, like I said, paralyzed by fear and just worried? Like somebody put, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. And I was like, how? So here's the thing. Worry's normal. But sometimes we have to check ourselves and go, how is that helping this situation? And then I also told Ryan, I go, a lot of this, there was a funny thing. I think I posted on my stories a couple days ago, so it's gone now. But it was something about the different Enneagram personality types and how they would react, the Enneagram reactions to the coronavirus. Guys, I'm a 7. The Enneagram reaction on there was takes advantage of cheap plane tickets and risks a low risk cruise or something. Yeah. And you guys, that's me. And so I'm just being my true, authentic self. And so, once again, if you don't like it, unfriend me. I'll be fine.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. If something's bothering you, you don't like something, just, you guys, we have the unfollow button for a reason. We have the unfriend button for a reason. There's plenty of people that are my people, and if I'm not your person, that's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. So, so that is really what I meant earlier. You cannot go see my post now because I deleted it, because I also think that if something is kind of becoming dramatic, I'm like, get rid of it, because I never want to damage a relationship. And honestly, talking about the coronavirus right now is like talking about religion and politics. And so I'm probably not going to be doing it anymore. Oh, there comes one of our children through the front door, I think. Hey, Roar. That was a nice hello. Hey. So I would love to know your thoughts. Maybe, if you're going to be nice. That's my disclaimer. If you want to be mean to me and you don't agree with me, just scroll on. You guys also, like I said, Enneagram 7. I don't like people being unhappy with me. Ryan's a 3. I don't think he cares.
No.
Ryan's like, whatever.
I'm going to go get some fresh Oregon air and throw the softball with our kids.
Because that's what matters.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to go do.
Fresh air.
Some fresh air. And wash your hands. Whatever. One thing that actually, so this is one little thing that I wanted to say. I went to a Bible study this morning, and I didn't even realize that the governor put out the whole 250 people. Everything's canceled if it's over 250 people, which is going to affect a lot of churches. It's going to affect a lot of businesses. And I know that like restaurant businesses are affected. So economically, this is going to be a really rough, who knows how long this will last, a couple weeks. You guys, honestly, I bet in a couple weeks this is over. I really do. So there's my prediction. After spring break, it'll be gone. Don't hate on me for having an opinion on that either. But what was my point originally? What was I talking about? Oh, so like support local business. Like even if you're just grabbing a pizza to go, like do it. Because people are not going into restaurants. People at the gym, like our gym is dead, which is a different business model, so it's not affecting it. But a lot of businesses are getting hit by this. So, just think about that too. And think about your churches. If you're not going to church, a lot of times we forget to tithe. A lot of churches you can virtually give to. Send in a check. Like remember that because that's something that's going to be affected by something the governor said this is what we're doing.
Yeah, it's out of their control.
So it's completely out of their control. So, if you go to a church that has big attendance like that, think about like sending in your tithes. I just want to encourage you guys. So to think about those things because that's how those things stay open.
Or gather in groups of 249.
Yes.
There's that. I know. I was trying to brainstorm ideas. I was like, my friend goes, can we meet outside? Like, and just be spread out. Like, I don't know how that would work, but it'll pass. You guys, everything will pass. Like 6-7 years ago, we had SARS, right? Like, there's been a lot.
We have the flu every year. More people die from the flu every year than have even died of this. So we have to remember logic. And to all my, fellow believers and stuff out there, the Bible doesn't tell us to be afraid. It doesn't tell us to be fearful. It says trust in God. Right? And so when we think that we have control over these situations and that fear, worry, and panic is going to help, it's not. And that's really all that I meant by my post earlier is that fear is contagious. Worry is contagious. Being calm is contagious. Being joyful is contagious. So smiles. Yeah. Just don't touch. No. But all that stuff is contagious. So that's really, truly 100% was my intention behind my post earlier. And so I hope this gave a little clarity to it. And we wish you guys a really great evening. Ava was supposed to have an open house tonight at school. It got canceled. Bummer. You guys know what? I secretly love when things get canceled. My parents were supposed to fly out on a trip tomorrow to California to take my niece to a Dolly Parton concert. Concert got canceled. They were going to go up to the airport tonight. So that's kind of a bummer. But you guys know what? These are little problems. These are little things. As I was telling Ryan, I go, gosh, imagine if we went to war. Like, let's put this in perspective. Less than 100 years ago, the things that people were dealing with in America, right? Like World War II, you guys, like this is a virus I understand it's very serious to a lot of people. I'm not downplaying that, but sometimes it feels good it can help to be logical and put things in perspective. So that's really all I was trying to do, was just kind of start that conversation, but it didn't go like I planned. So this is, what I'm saying. And
Part two.
Have a great evening. Go love on your family.
Love on your family.
Go love on your friends.
Go for a walk.
Yeah, send somebody like, hey, I'm thinking about you. How are you? Like, let's spread joy and love, because you know what? That is something we have control over. We have control over our attitude. We have control over our words, you have control over yourself. So maybe go give somebody some love today. Okay? Oh, thanks. All right. Bye, guys.